Welcome back to the channel. We are the Whiskey Watchers. I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
And Jake, we're going to do a part two.
Part two?
We had a video blow up, and I didn't even expect for it to blow up.
Doing shots?
That could be very dangerous with me having to work so early in the morning. So let's put this back down here.
Oh, wow.
And let's talk about part two.
Part two.
Yeah, we had a video blow up thanks to you all that we didn't really expect to have blow up. It was the 6 allocated bourbons or bottles that are worth your time hunting. So we thought we'd kind of piggyback off that. We had one person call us out on a bottle and we blinded it, and so, well, we kind of are going to fix our error. We're going to...
it's on the list.
We're going to rehash that error and we're going to fix it right now. So, yeah, let's get to it.
Let's do it to it.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So without further ado,
we're riders on a mission.
Action, kids.
Rocket power.
Rocket power. Anyway, so first bottle I'm going to pull up here is going to be the old Midwinter Night's Dram. I've had a few of these, and I haven't been super duper 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 impressed with all of them, but none of them have been bad.
Right.
So these are becoming a little bit more scarce nowadays, at least in our area.
People know about them now.
Yeah, but for that, I mean, I think this is worth the hunt.
Which one's this one? What chapter is this?
This is right? Act 7, Scene 1. So this is an older release.
They do acts.
Yeah, they do
scenes.
acts and scenes.
So I guess every year is an act, and then you get like every release is a scene.
Yeah. Different acts every year. We're up to Act 11 now.
Good Lord.
Last year was Act 10. So, yeah, I definitely think you should be putting this one on your list of bourbons or whiskeys or whatever. This is technically...
Liquor to hunt.
Yeah, this is a rye. So this is a blend of straight rye whiskeys.
So this is basically 2 episodes in one. We're testing the ryeability.
Yeah, finished in French oak port barrels, bottled by High West Distillery.
Well, they've got an upper chance. You got that French oak port.
Yes. So yeah, that's the first one we're going to put up here. Jake, you got one?
No.
No? You came unprepared?
Be our guest. Since we're talking about ryes, I figure I'll pull one I actually like.
So Old Forester Barrel Proof has been one that kind of...
Oh, it's so good.
It didn't really sneak up on me. I heard about the release.
Snuck up on me. I was like, oh God, rye?
Well, I was wondering, how in the world are we going to get these? We don't even see the Blue Label stuff, even though the Blue Labels are all picks. These will never be included in their private barrel selection as of now. That could change in the future. But
granted, the first time we saw these, we were just scanning the shelves. I'm like, hey, look at that.
Hey, he was like, hey, look at that. We were going to a golf outing for a bourbon charity group we're a part of. And he's like, hey, look at that. So there were 2 bottles there. He bought one, I bought one. And we brought both of them to the bottle share at the hotel, which turned into a few hundred bottles on a table.
That picture is still floating.
Yeah, if I can find the picture, I'll put it up on I'll put the picture up on the screen, like right here. I'll get it. We'll put it up on the screen. It was great. It was
a fantastic.
So, also I
remember the night more so than the outing itself.
Yeah, the outing was fun. The golf was fun. If you all aren't, well, most people aren't really aware, Warrior Barrel Society is the charity we speak of. Go check them out on their website. A bunch of really great people doing good things for the service, military families, kids, every little thing. So, let's go with bottle 2.
We're switching away from rye.
So going away from rye, we're going to go to wheated bourbon. Last list had Elijah Craig Barrel Proof on it. This one's going to have Larceny Barrel Proof on it.
Do its counterpart.
These have really been coming into their own as of late. Their early releases in 2020 were just way too...
Yeah, I remember those.
They were hot. They were hot mamas.
They were a warm...
They were
exactly something you wanted on a really, really cold night.
Yeah. Around the bonfire.
Light your fire right up.
But these have become really sippable. Like... Some of the newer release or the older releases, my C922 is almost gone. Is that a good or a bad?
That was a lot of rye.
Him and rye whiskey, I swear. We're gonna do a series about you and rye whiskey.
Start at the worst end, like a 95.5, and go all. There's 100% rye.
There are 100% rye.
The way.
You know, your favorite distillery actually makes 100% rye whiskey, Woodinville.
Oh,
one of your favorite distilleries, Woodinville, makes 100% rye whiskey.
I was going to say, I think
we're going to try it out.
100% rye too.
We're going to try it out on him.
I will hate it every bit, guaranteed.
That's so sweet.
Now see, that is a totally different one than what I was expecting. I was expecting garbage.
And it's good.
It's good.
It's very good.
It's very sweet. It's mellow.
Yeah, I enjoy it.
It's fantastic.
Speaking of enjoying things, you want to throw up another one that people can enjoy hunting?
Yeah, let's talk about rectifying mistakes, I guess.
Rectifying mistakes.
And
so
we'll just keep on the weeded bourbon.
So our good friend Aaron...
We have a theme going, I think.
Yeah, I think we do. Our good friend Aaron called us out on the last video. We put the the Heaven Hill 7-year bonded bourbon up on here on the bar top. In our area at the time, it was a little more allocated than it is now. I mean, and by a little bit, I mean you'd see one bottle every now and again. Usually
marked up pretty good.
Yeah. Now you find them on the shelf all the time. So we did a blind,
God, I wish this smelled better.
And this thing kicked the living crap out of the Heaven Hill Bonded. Even though I still think the Heaven Hill Bonded is a great whiskey. Just on that day, that one came out on top. It is how it is. You can argue. Well, you can argue weeded bourbon versus not weeded bourbon. Buffalo Trace versus Heaven Hill. It's just a preference. Well, we made a mistake.
I won't give in till I'm victorious.
Okay, Bobby Roode. So, my last bottle that I chose, we did E.H. Taylor small batch on the last one. So we're upping it to E.H. Taylor barrel proof. These...
Some good moments.
That is some good whiskey in those bottles. They're becoming, I don't want to say they're becoming a little more available because they're really not.
I don't see them.
But, well, if you go to a larger city, if you go to Indianapolis, you go to Louisville, you're going to see them. Unfortunately, they're going to be marked up a little bit. I was going to say,
for an insane price for what it is.
But, if you form a good relationship with your shop owner, and you don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in a place to form a relationship. Just go in there. If you need some beer, go buy your beer there. If you need like a Wild Turkey 101, go buy your Wild Turkey 101. Converse with these people. Get to know them. Make sure they know you. And you too can score this. I swear. It works. It really does. It's how I got this one.
I just don't have the patience.
I know.
Or buy whiskey enough, I guess.
So we got one more up here, but before we do that, I'm going to invite you and you and you and you and you and you and you to go down below.
And you.
And me. I'm subscribed.
So am I.
To go down below and hit that like and subscribe button and hit that notification bell every time. One of these days he's going to shatter one, and I'm going to be okay with that. So yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell.
Ones sometimes.
And join the community. We're growing faster than we thought we would, and we thank you all, and we owe it to you all for that.
We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
We're truly not. We're just a couple of good old boys from southern Indiana.
Almost like Wayne and Garth.
Yeah, almost.
They were from suburbs of Chicago.
The suburbs, man.
Back when he still had his Canadian accent, real heavy.
But yeah, thank you all so much for all the support. We owe it to you all. Now, getting to the 6th bottle.
We're going to stick on something near barrel proof, not quite barrel proof, but it is foolproof.
1792 full proof is one you might have to do a little bit of looking for, but ultimately you'll be able to find them. This one just so happens to be a pick. From Potomac Wine and Spirits.
And has something on its cap.
Yeah, the caps get chipped here and there.
Plastic, what can you do?
It's plastic, but it is what it is. I think 1792 Full Proof is absolutely delicious.
I think so. I bought one. It's sitting right over there.
It's almost empty.
I've put a dent in it.
A significant dent in it. This man...
I drink things when I come here, and usually when we have more than one person over here, I drink my stuff and also...
Also my stuff.
A little heavier, too.
Yeah, a little heavier on my stuff.
If I'm not driving, real heavy. I can afford to then.
But yeah, 1792 foolproof is something that you would be able to...
sniffing this?
Because it's good.
It tastes good. I keep remembering how good it tastes, and then I go in for a smell.
And you're like, oh, God.
Exactly. I get put off by it.
So I think they've moved the releases of these to like bi-yearly, tri-year. There are 2 or 3 releases of this year, yeah. But
not including your picks.
Yeah, you can find them on shelves. The picks are absolutely delicious too. So if you can't find a regular 1792 foolproof, just get a pick. They're all great. I've had better ones, I've had worse ones, but none of them have been terrible and made me regret the purchase.
The reason I drink that one so much is it's still got a banana-esque
It has that
flavor.
nice banana flavor. So I think we went a little heavy on the Sazerac here because, you know, Sazerac owned Sazerac. But you know what? We made it 3 and 3.
I mean, it's not like the original. When we first started doing this, we got to about 4 or 5 of them.
And then we're like, these are all Buffalo Trace products.
Wait a minute. We got to change something here.
We're just going to have to do a tier list with some of these distilleries that we just keep picking things from. Buffalo Trace. Anyway.
When you make a lot of good stuff, it's hard to not say yes.
Yeah. So I think this has been a good list for people to go out, find. In the comment section below, have you been able to find any of these? Are you still on the hunt? Which one of these would be your favorite? Which one of these would you want to find the most? We'd love to hear from you.
Currently hunting?
Yeah. We'd love to hear from you. Again, go down below, hit that like and subscribe button. The notification bell is there as well for your clinking pleasure.
Clink.
Yeah.
Clank us.
Clank us. Yes. So, thank you all again for joining us. And, you know, the community is growing because of you all, and we can't thank you enough. And until we drink again, we want to remind you to share a pour with your friends and family, because just like the movies,
memories don't make themselves.
They really don't. Now, don't smell it, just sip it.
Chug it. The flavor is more like Wayne's World, party time, excellent.